Yeah, we're going to go back into Aliza's world here again. Kind of admit I sort of dreaded booting this up. Hardcore mode, it's a little different, and you can die in it. And I didn't want to die in this because I'm supposed to get my daughter up here tomorrow. It'll be the first time I've seen her in a little bit. Her mom has let me talk to her a little bit on the phone, and I'm thankful for that. And I got to hear her voice too a little on the phone, and that was important to me too. Even though she's ignoring me a lot through some of this, I still care very much for her. And I still really haven't figured out a way to fix a lot of this stuff. So we're gonna take the chance to play on the world a little again. We're gonna talk about some things. I need to get this eye. Why are they doing that? I thought I sealed this off really good, but apparently they can hit through the thing. I've tried to preserve villagers in this one. We're gonna have to wall off the entire village very soon. It's getting dark right now, but oh, there's a undead villager. It's probably one of our villagers that was converted. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we got some villagers trapped. That's what we tried to do last time. We'll try to trap them in some of these houses so they will be preserved. Ain't no one in that house. Guess I made a mistake there, but that's how life and games are. You make mistakes and hopefully you learn from them. So sorry, my mouse is not doing really good. It's a laser mouse. I've been meaning to get a better mouse, but haven't had a lot of money lately. Still ain't got my tax return in from the work I done last year. And I did try to work very hard for my family, and the job I had, it wasn't easy, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat for them, but that was something I felt she didn't respect me enough for. It was a very hard job. It's surveying. Like I said before, at other points I can run every part of a field survey, and in the area that I'm living in, southwestern Virginia, that's not a very easy thing. It's crawling up and down these mountains all day long, carrying a lot of equipment, and I mean, I can do it, and I thought it was fun at a lot of times, but I did it for them. I had already had a lot of trouble with that job before and didn't really want to go back to it. It's with some of my family, but they kind of mistreated me before, and I didn't go into that with her. I didn't feel the need to, really. But, I mean, my uncle, who does own the place, he understands that I worked very hard. And he even wanted me to come back recently. He made a joke when I went up there to just get a print off of some materials, which my aunt didn't give me, said she didn't have. So, whatever, I know she has it, but I know exactly what I gave her before, but he made the joke, he's looking for a job to my aunt-in-law whom he married, and she was like, there ain't no jobs here. So, and even though I was mistreated, I'd probably go back to that job right now, because I live very close to them right now, and as long as I could get this insurance thing figured out. I know a lot of people are having trouble with that right now in the U.S. You know, I could probably make a lot of money at that again and support my family. And that's really what I'm seeking to do, is offer some kind of support to my family. I really don't want this other man that she's with right now to have anything to do with my family, quite frankly. She trusts him, I don't. We went over that before. And that villager's outside, so we better not seal some of this in. Let's just go and maybe get some wood. But yeah, it's still been a pretty tough time. I'm glad she lets me at least talk to my daughter, but I really do wish she would understand how much I care about her. And even if we can't be lovers, I would give anything at this point just for her friendship. And I got plenty of friends that I can turn to, but I love her more than I think I've ever let her know before, and that's where I made a mistake. I should have let her know how much I really cared. I guess some of her complaints, me being cold and distant, they were true, kinda. I guess I was. I went through a rather hard period last year. I lost someone that was very dear to me. Someone, my grandmother. She essentially raised me. And I didn't handle it very well, actually. And even before that, we were living in a house her mom bought for us, and her mom was very difficult for me to live with. She was very nice when I was young, and she was very nice when she come up to live in a house that I was paying for rent, and then she offered to get us a place, and we could live there rent-free, and we did. And we got kind of it's a rather crappy place, actually. Older, it only cost about $2,000 to get, and we were living there, and I was working on it to begin with, and our mom was very disrespectful to me, and she wanted to make a lot of changes I didn't want to make, and we butted heads a little bit, and I got to see a little bit more of her truer face when I was living in a place that she had control of instead of a place I was paying the rent on. And I would have gave anything to just go back to paying rent. Leah didn't seem to think we could make it there, and maybe we couldn't have. I'd have preferred to try. Moving into that place was hell on me, and that place is where instead of coming to me with her problems about our relationship, she sought out another man, or neighbor, actually, and he was a man I didn't want to have anything to do with, and sort of didn't want to even live around, but she seems to trust him, even though she's only known him for a couple months now. And maybe she's right, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe all the people that's lived around him, they're just idiots, and they don't know what they're talking about, and you know, she's right, so. But, I do miss her. She hurt me a great deal, but looking back on it, I suppose I hurt her too. And I wished I hadn't have, but I guess I did, and I can't change any of that. All I can offer is the future. And I still long for that future. Wish she'd listen to me a little bit, and wish she would stop taking this weight loss drug she's on. I know it probably feels better to lose a little weight, but I haven't seen her in a while. She told me she quit it, but my sister saw her and said she keeps losing weight, and I don't like it, quite frankly. I've read a lot of other stuff about people having trouble with this drug. It's called phentermine. After their mate starts taking it, suddenly it's like they're dealing with a different person. And that's what it feels like to me, that after she started taking this, suddenly we had all these problems. I mean, I know we had problems, but she was always one that could work stuff out and always approached me about things. But suddenly she started approaching someone else about our problems. And then she told me that we probably never had a future together. And that's kind of stupid to me. Anybody who claims to know the future is lying, quite frankly. She probably thought we didn't have a future a long time ago. And we did. We had a very important future together. A future that was very important to me, even if this is all that comes out of it. A future where I got a beautiful daughter out of it, and I at least got to be a father and a husband for a little while. So, she was wrong back then, and I think she's wrong now. But I would never say that to her face, because I'm afraid of messing things up even worse than they already are. I've just been trying to be civil with her. I don't bring up these things. I come here and vent, or I write her letters that I don't even give to her. I just stash them. Because I'm afraid of messing things up worse than they even are. And I'm still a little angry and upset, but I don't show that to her anymore. There's no point. There really isn't. I want to fix things, not mess them up worse. So I've just kind of shut my mouth about it, and I'm thankful to get to spend any time I do with my daughter, and hope she'll come out of this and realize that I do care for her a great deal. And I was depressed. A lot of her arguments against me are correct. I fear I didn't make her feel as beautiful as she really is to me, as she really was. And the sad thing and the ironic thing about it now is as she gets more beautiful, as she thinks, and she's been wearing makeup and losing all this weight, and she becomes less beautiful to me. And I would rather have her as I first encountered her, after she come to me after all those years, all what she thought was ugly, and that she was beautiful to me. But I guess I didn't make her feel that way, and in that, I made a really bad mistake. Been writing her actually quite a bit of poetry, almost enough to make an entire book from. I'm actually working on that and compiling it right now, but you can't really do good with poetry coming out the gate, it seems. A lot of publishers don't want to publish poetry compilations from somebody that's unknown. So I'm hoping that getting printed in that contest will help me with that a little bit. I've been working on some other books. I've been working on a fantasy novel and some other things like that. And hopefully I can make that work, and I can just get a little job until then, just sort of pay bills and get my place set up. I need to get a lot of things set up, because I'm pretty worried about her. Pretty worried about the choices she's made. Maybe they're right. I don't know. I don't think so at all. And it's impossible for her to convince me of that, but I guess it's impossible for me to convince her of that. So the convincing and that kind of argument is done. I don't want to have any arguments with her anymore. I don't really want to hurt her anymore. I want to love her and be there for her, and even though I don't agree with her choices and quite frankly hate them a great deal, I guess I'll stand by her. I don't have much of a choice in that, and so love is sometimes a very painful and strange experience. It's hard to fathom. You know, she came back to me after all those years, and I didn't offer her nothing but forgiveness. And I'd really like to taste some of that forgiveness right now, and just have one more chance to show her my passion. I remember when some of this was going on, I was trying to be intimate with her, and she would reject that. And that's kind of a hang up for me. She's not the only one that has felt ugly and unwanted. I've also felt ugly at times and unwanted. Actually, she's one of the very people that made me feel that way. And so, that really tore into me. Uh-oh. Yeah, that really hurt me. She made me feel like I was just some kind of bum living off of her, even though I did quite a bit of work for our family. And yeah, I hit a hard spot, and I lost my job, and I couldn't find another one. We live in kind of a really crappy area, quite frankly. It's a very poor area of Virginia. It's southwestern Virginia. It has some of the highest paid politicians in the entire state, and it has some of the worst job markets, and people that get paid the lowest. It's where the coal miners live. They make okay money, but not really for the danger that they put themselves in to make it. Other rich men make the money off of the coal. And, you know, I've never worked in a mines. I would rather not. It's quite dangerous. I would if I absolutely had to, but even those jobs aren't to be found around right now, so I did security at them. I've been employed by the coal industry before. I despise it, quite frankly. A lot of people will like it and have pride in it, and I don't think it's anything to have pride in. They killed our fathers and our grandfathers and our grandfathers' fathers. Made a bunch of people that didn't deserve it to be rich. So they can rot. For all I care, really. And even in surveying, I did work for coal companies. Like I said, it's about the only thing one can find around here, work-wise. But I'd rather go into fast food than do it, really. There ain't no point in helping devils like that make more money while they don't care nothing for you, so. But, I am at least happy Aliza will probably be here. Like I said, I hope I don't die here. I'm trying to sort of build up some things and talk to y'all a little bit before she gets here. Hopefully she'll be on here. I'm doing this more for anybody else than for me. I go back and watch these videos and I hear her voice and it helps me. So I try to get her to talk on them and stuff. And like I said, it helps me. I don't know what else to do about some of this. I played these games way too much before, and it hurt my love that I didn't want to spend that time with her. But I mean, I did. I just needed an escape of sorts. I needed a way to get away from everything. And looking back, as I've said in the last video, I'm kind of glad in a way it went that way, because had we formed more fond memories of each other, I would be even more hurt by that. It's the good memories now that hurt me. It isn't the bad memories. The bad memories make me understand why she did what she did. But it's the good things we experience together that really bring me a lot of pain. And even though we had a really hard time and we went through a lot of rough times, I even look back on some of those rough times with great fondness. Those were some good times to me. I can remember when we did live in this place before I even got a job, and she got a job at a place she hated. It was a call center. She was even pregnant at the time. She would leave me there at the place. She paid for it first. Later on, I got a job, and I paid her way for it. She could stay home or whatever, because she needed to anyway, as the pregnancy went on. And, but before she was working, we shared a lot of this. We went through, a lot of periods like that. And, we had power, but little else. There was no TV. I couldn't even get a radio signal up there, and the only game station, I didn't really even have a computer. The only game station I had was like an old Xbox. I played a lot of these old games she liked, and I love them too now. I wouldn't mind doing some videos on some of them if I could stand it. Jade Empire and KOTOR. Really love to play through them again. And I didn't spend a lot of time playing them though, because I've always been more of a computer gamer myself instead of a console gamer. But I spent a lot of time thinking about her and waiting on her to get back. And I'd go and pick her flowers, hand-pick flowers, and have her these flowers ready. what that meant to her now, but it meant a lot to me. I handpicked every one of them, trying to pick only the best flowers, you know, for her. And when she finally would return, it was the top of my day, you know. I missed her so much. I missed her almost as much as I do now. But I had the solace of knowing that she loved me and missed me too. She used to write me these letters even while she's at work, and I really wished I still had those. I saved them in that house. I had them all stashed, and I think her mom burned them, actually, and I don't have them anymore. And I'd give anything to read those letters again, right now. Even if they were lies. But I don't think they were. I think she's lying to me now. I don't blame her for it. I guess I hurt her, and the lies are a way for her to distance herself from me. She don't want to deal with me, you know, and because maybe it hurts her too. I'm probably not the only one hurting in this. But if I did hurt her, I wished above anything else that she would have just left me and been alone like I am now, and given it a chance. I've still been faithful to her. I've tried to date other women, like I said, but I end up just messing it up and talking about her and telling them that I am going to try to work it out and that I can't really be in a relationship right now, but I'm lonely. And that I, in ways, I guess, have nothing to offer them, so... here recently, I've sort of even give up on that. I just sort of decided to be alone and just see what happens. There really isn't much of a point in seeking a relationship right now when I just want her back, you know. It's kind of pointless to put anybody else through that, so. But I guess we'll conclude for now. We got a lot of iron, we got us an iron sword, we built the rest of our armor. We got to dig down to those diamonds. One of the mistakes I made last time was not utilizing the diamonds. We should have made a diamond pickaxe and then actually made some diamond pieces of armor to cover us more, protect us. So, but hopefully I'll be back on here soon. I'm going to try to write more today. I've been trying to write a lot. So, but I just want to leave out with just forgive people and love them. Don't let your love grow cold. Sometimes people make mistakes and it's hard, but maybe they were mistakes and they didn't mean to do that. Maybe they were just doing what they thought was best, and it's okay. And sometimes for people to come back to you and seek your forgiveness, that they have to overcome a lot of pride, because people want to see themselves as in the right always, even though we're all very rarely in the right. So if you're on the other end of this and you don't want to forgive somebody and you feel they've hurt you a lot, people get hurt every day and still forgive. So maybe you should swallow your pride and understand that maybe they've made a mistake. So we'll talk soon, though, and peace be with everyone. Peace be with every one of you. Bye.